So what is the next one you have?
Why some kids are hyperactive? Where it comes from?
Like they label them with the disorder, but it's not really disorder. That's usually psychologists have disorder, the label that kid. Now, when we lived in ancient times, we still have animals within us. Dermal Vector in our tribe, it has different body structure, it has different metabolism, it's faster. Usually they don't get weight too much. We're gonna talk, by the way, why a person gets overweight, what causes this, maybe another one. They metabolism faster, and the testosterone level is a little bit lower. It's kind of balanced, because the testosterone level in the tribe, it also has hierarchy. Somebody higher, somebody lower. Urethral Vector, the leader of the tribe, has highest. Then anal Vector. Usually in anal, testosterone stops the growth of the bones. Usually it's not tall people. Usually it's kind of short and kind of sometimes you can see like big bones, they call them. But if their dermal vector is secondary, you can say, it could be, they could look like dermal too, but they still have their that anal vector dominant, so their personality still is anal, but they might look physically more like a dermal. And now that person that we say dermal vector, his role in the tribe was hunter. And let's go back in the time when we didn't have the bows, we didn't have the spears to hunt. We had to chase down the rabbit or whatever, the small deer, and with our bare hands. Now, it could only do dermal vector. That person can run fast, fast metabolism, he moves kind of fast. He's hyperactive because he has to run fast. He has more that energy that needs to chase that rabbit. Anal vector cannot do that. Not every person in our tribe can become fast runner. So what happened is its vector, dermal, its skin also is more sensitive than in other vectors, than in other people. So when he get abused or beaten in the childhood, and he goes through that pain, mental pain and physical, but mental is a little different. The same thing in ancient times, when he runs through the bushes, he gets beaten by branches and bushes, but he has to chase the deer because we're gonna die. So he has to still be the same fast, and it shouldn't stop him, these bushes. He was sight hunter. So what happened, that pain of these branches, or pain when you abuse him, does the same effect. The body doesn't want to go through pain because he has to still hunt down the deer. So he has to be motivated to do that. Body starts to produce natural opiates and endorphins. It starts to feel good. That's first step toward masochistic, DSM. You know what is BDSM? First step, because that dermal vector, now after a while, you're looking to be abused. You're looking for the pain, because that's what trigger endorphins. That's what trigger natural opiates. That's the only way they can feel good. Otherwise, they're gonna start doing drugs because they need these endorphins. Now, what happened is the same child, dermal vector, he has all this energy that he has to use it to catch that prey, right? So he has to be super hyperactive, right? nowadays it doesn't need to do all that. So if your child is, you see is hyperactive, try to make him exercise and burn all this energy before he goes even to school. Maybe jogging, maybe playing some soccer, but he has to burn that energy. Otherwise, his role, he was not the same as Ano, sit in the cave, watch the women and children, and be, you can say, father of the cave, man cave. That's Ano Vector. The Dermal is not his role. He always outside hunting. Now you put him and wants him to do the same as Ano, and this child can sit down and learn and study because that's his role in the tribe, to study, to become good professor, and then pass his knowledge further and teach young warriors to become warriors. So he, deep down, that Ano Vector person, he has this love for kids. He loves kids, he loves family guy. He really loves kids. But if he goes through frustrations, maybe some abuse in childhood and psychological issues, the same vector, Ano Vector, now he can harm kids. He can become pedophile. That's Ano Vector. Because that love that he transfers, if he has psychosexual delay and frustrations, now basically every vector in our tribe, he has secondary desire we got for our survival. So Ano, it's secondary desire, it's that love toward kids. Dermal Vector, he has something else. He has usually, he put kind of limit in the tribe, so he kind of organize in the tribe. He's like organizer, manager, and it shrinks into the good of the tribe. He has to shrink this way. Ano Vector is gonna help kids and is gonna teach kids, so it's good. So you have like the other side effect of it. Dermal, he has to bring that food for the tribe to survive. So one and grab more than he needs. For example, animal doesn't eat more than he needs. It's only eat to survive. That Dermal, he wants to grab more, so tribe will survive. We're gonna have food for tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Now, if he has this psychosexual delay, frustrations, he's trying to grab all that for himself. So he's trying to steal. That's Dermal. Ano doesn't steal. They're usually very honest. They don't lie. They don't steal. They have to pass the knowledge further. So they should be honest. They shouldn't be... Dermal can bullshit day and night. You don't know if it's true. Especially with oral, it's only stories. Ano picks up the phone, 6 years old child with tears in his eyes. He says, Mama just told me she's not home. You understand? Yeah. He cannot even lie. It's not his personality, because he has to take this knowledge and he has to be, we shouldn't lose. If he's gonna start lying, it's not going to be good doctor or professor, you understand? He has to be, because doctor is the same Ano Vector that is trying to do, like, for example, when they, it's going to be another topic, we'll talk about the other vector. So that hyperactive child, he needs to burn his energy before he starts, because it's not his role to sit in the school for 6-8 hours. You shouldn't even do that. But obviously we have some social standards that you have to go through. So he's gonna make him, or maybe some breaks. He has to make sure they exercise. Dermal Vector children break between lessons. They must do some kind of sport to exercise, burn this. so they're not going to be that hyperactive. You understand?
Yeah.
So we're all different. We had different roles in the tribe. Somebody was watching us at night. He has sensitive ears. He could hear better. Mozart, Beethoven, probably Einstein. He could hear, with audio, could hear better. Versus the other person, he can maybe see better, or talk better, or have better intuition, like olfactory vector. Like Putin, Stalin, they have intuition vector. Some people that have this sixth sense, which is more, you can say, developed in other people. It's olfactory vector. We needed them also in the tribe because the roles that they used to have was necessary for survival. Everything is for survival. We're gonna survive. As more energy, survive. Anu, you understand?
Yeah.